How's it going, everybody? We're back with Stoneblock 3, and oh yeah, I can fly. That's right. Anyways, we got some stuff to get done, but let's get into this episode. We run really fast right now. I forgot about that. So we did all of these things last time. We got all these oh, okay. We got all these singularities for different ones. We're using the EMC. Over here we do have a mob farm doing like the XP babies. Look at that, 156 already there. Can it go down? There we go. We have a mob farm here, and all it's literally doing is just getting the XP from it. And the mob souls, that's the only two things. And then here we're making train tracks. Yep, that's looking good. These are all the EMC ones. So anything that can be made from EMC directly, that's all this is doing. Here's our blood farm, if you missed that episode. Oh, well, it's our pig iron one. So if you missed that episode, please go back and check that out. Because it's kind of a neat automatic one here. It's constantly making pig iron. Yeah. And of course, this is our source gems. What are we going to do today? So these are all the singularities we still need to do. We need blood magic. We need emerald clusters. I need to see how I can harvest an emerald cluster. That might be interesting. Wall singularity, uranite, uraninite. It's these things. Which we need power for that. Polonium. That might be a good one to do today. Processing tier 2 singularity, which is the dissolution chamber. EMC, 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 EMC. Oh, well, actually, our glass panes don't have EMC. Glass does. Okay, so we'll need some sort of auto crafter to craft glass panes. It's all right. I can make a, I have that crafter, this thing. We can use this. We can put that in there. We can, I think this is what we'll use, is we'll use a crafter. That'll be easy to use. So let's set that up. So we're gonna need a latex farm, which we have here. We're gonna need a dissolution chamber, which we have right there. We're gonna need some power, which I believe, don't I have like the, what's this called? A point in here? I do. I have flux points in here. Perfect. Let's go grab some of those. All right, we're gonna need some sort of block placer, which I think this will work right here. Back of my, oh, get back there. So I think this will work. Don't know what all I need there. It looks like I need a pity machine frame. Easy enough. I need some droppers. Easy enough. Perfect. So I need that. I'll need some of these refined EMC links, which those are easy to make. We have our flower farm over here making us plenty of EMC, and if we need to start making more, we can. All right, we will start with that size. I don't know if that's going to be enough. I think it will, though. So our fluid extractor needs to face the right direction. And then that will need an oak log there. Okay, we need to put all of our efficiency add-ons onto here. We will put some power in here. That way that has that. We'll put a block placer here. No, that's not what I wanted. It's probably a certain wrench that I can use for these. All right, looks like that'll work. I had to like look up to get it done. Okay, so let's get this EMC link. We'll place it there. That way we do have access to it if we need. That has power. Let's get an item pipe, and then we will put that in there. Perfect. So that should be making latex for us now. It is full. Perfect. So the other thing that we need is the dissolution chamber. So we'll put that there. I'm going to need to get some fluid pipes. And I need to... All right, we are bringing latex in there. Now I'll need to lock inputs here. So another thing we will need, and I might just put this here. I know I can use that other one, but that way we are only using very specific items from this to this. Okay, so what do we need? Redstone, diamond gears, crafting table furnace. All right, we've locked those in place, so it will only make those items. All I did was I unlocked it, I placed all of them in there, and then and once I locked it, I pulled everything out, it saved it. So now I should be able to do this. Glass panes do not work in there. Okay, and then we need the crafter. Should be able to do the same thing with that. Let's not. And then I will do another one here. So we'll do a filter on. Apparently I'm not prepared today. I have to keep running over here to get stuff. Luckily I had those ready because of the awesomeness that my system has become. Okay, so said I need to do this. And then I'm going to put a filter. The only thing I want to add to this is glass. Stop it. I did not mean to just throw away all my chicken. I want to get more chicken. Okay. So that should work. Maybe. If not, I might have to move this whole thing. You get power to that. And I need to get power to that. What if I did that and then got the wrench? So that should now be making processor tier 2s, which then I need to pipe out. And they will go into the compressor, which will end up in this thing. And that should take care of. Now we need 45 of these, so it's going to take a little bit. I could increase the speed of everything on here. I could ingest more latex and stuff. I could make this make faster. We'll see if I need to. This is going to be running in the background. So what we did, just as a quick overview, we put a block placer from industrial foregrowing right below this. It is placing logs, which is being fed logs by EMC right there. Then the latex or the fluid extractor is getting the latex from those, pumping it into the dissolution chamber. Now the dissolution chamber is being fed by 2 different machines here. The EMC link, which is currently feeding redstone dust, crafting table, furnace, and diamond gear into it, and then it's feeding glass up here to the crafter. The crafter is making glass panes, which is feeding that in here. I put all of these in here. I'll lock the inputs so nothing can get out of place, and now it is automatically crafting those processors. And that is another one done. Eventually. It'll show up. Okay, emerald clusters. Now, I have not messed with the budding emeralds or anything like this. I should be able to make all of this stuff at this point. I don't actually know how to automatically harvest them. So let's look up. I have a couple of things here. Budding, budding, budding. I need a budding emerald. Start with 10. Now, if I place one of these, this is where I will need to figure out exactly how to harvest them. All right, so I could use a refined storage and maybe use the destructors with the silk touch upgrade, possibly. So that might be a perfect thing to do. And I can pretty much make one of these. I think I'm gonna have to run some cable, which is not a big deal. And then if I'm running the cable, then I can also put I can extend my network as well, which would be nice. A wireless transmitter. And then if I put the silk touch upgrade on there. And then I need that. Do I already have a watch? I have an extra watch. Sweet. So that works. Can I make sure it's only getting that right there? Now is it? Okay, that's working. Good. Oh, one more. There we go. Got that. Let's lock that in there. Boop. It's another singularity done. We can get rid of that one. So we have a couple of options here. Depending on how I want to pull those clusters and put them into the system and back out of the system without necessarily flooding the system. And it looks like I can simply, I don't need a ton of room for this one. I should be able just to, not much simple room here. Especially if I can do this, I can do this, the destruction core there, and then make sure that's silk touch. So I got, I think, everything how I want it set up. I now have a cable that runs all the way back to my refined system. I do need to do a couple things here. I want to put that in there. That'll hold a bunch. To pull from here to here and then there to there. It's going to take a lot of these now. And we're going to do that. That way it knows. Okay. Now I want to add a watch of flowing time in between these two, just to kind of maybe help this processing over here as well. So we get this out. Hopefully, I don't know if that's going to be close enough or not. We might have to move it. I don't know if that's close enough to that. We might want to expand this a little bit and get a few more of these. So we need to make sure that it's close enough to... Nope, that's not close enough to that. Okay, I don't know if it's worth... If we need to, we can always come back and add one there. So we're gonna let that go. It's at least working. All kinds of fun sounds. Okay, so we've gotten 2 more done. Guess I can get rid of the emerald cluster. We're getting down to the harder ones. The mechanism one, while it's definitely harder, so I needed to get away from all that noise and so I could think. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left. Balloon, I think I'm going to go ahead and attempt this episode as well. Mana Steel, I don't think will be too hard. I just kind of need to do a little bit of research on that. Nitro Crystal, we just need more power for that, possibly. So I think I might also do something this episode to get some more just straight power. And what I might do is use this area that we were using before. Now I can't remember if I talked about this in a previous episode or not, or if I edited it out. it out. But Powa has, especially because we have EMC, a really good power device. So I think I'll use what used to be the mob farm and turn it into basically a little reactor without actually using reactors. I was going to go into reactors, but I think basically with coal power, we can make way more power than we ever wanted. The Furninator, the Nitro one, will do up to 40,000 FE per tick. Now, what we're currently using is a Magmator, which will also do that, but you have to realize we're feeding lava into that like crazy. So I do believe that this is literally coal generated. So all we have to do is inject coal into these and we'll have a ton of power. But what we'll need to do is upgrade each one of these into like all of the each level. So I actually might work on that in between episodes. That way we're not doing too much of a crazy stuff. So let's get back over here real quick and look at balloons. Now, I've been going on this side for a little bit, and we don't need anything else on this side, so I think we'll start by doing this. Now, I was kind of looking at the balloons, and that's going to be really annoying. So we're going to turn that off for a minute. Okay. Otherwise, we're just going to get really annoyed by that. Wonder how much we've made, though, in this whole time. We're getting there. Okay. So, looking at the balloons, you need the tough fabric, which is hemp and sticks. It can just be regular sticks, which is fine. So, we'll need to grow hemp. Fun. And then also, we'll need to... we need treated wood. Torches, EMC, easy. treated wood, though, is you have to get creosote oil. So it looks like we'll be able to do a couple of different ways to do this. We can do a filling spout, which we might do. That might be a good way to do it. I think that's going to be the way we're going to do it, is the filling spout. Also do the casting basin, which isn't a bad idea either, because then we can pump similar size of, you know, what we have going on over here, but it can be full of creosote oil. We might do that. So if we're going to do that, we definitely need to go at least one more back. So I was kind of looking up some stuff here. Well, looking at the balloons. Where is it? And I was like, well, okay, how are we going to get creosote? So I clicked on the creosote. Obviously, it's like you just put it. Okay. The coke oven is how you get it. Is you burn wood with charcoal or whatever, and you get creosote oil. There's also this thing called a pyrolyzer, which is powered. You put coal in there, and you get creosote out of it. So you can put coal in there and get it, or you can put wood in there and get it. Coal's better. We're going to get some stuff in here that we'll need to just export and throw away, but I think that'll be all right. So we need this pyrolyzer, which, okay, so we're going to need a machine frame. We're going to need, what was that in the middle? A 10 gear? Hello? Oh. Do we really not have any 10? Interesting. All right, so apparently I didn't have any 10, so I'm going back to create. See, it's a good thing I haven't destroyed any of this stuff. So we're going to need to see if we get any 10 out of all of this gravel. Luckily, 10 does have a EMC level here. So yeah, to get it is a 13% chance, which is not really any different from a lot of these other ones. There we go. And I'm just going to throw it in there. That way we have it. Okay. Let's go back to this. I need that. Oh, do we have? Okay, how do we get that? Copper and nickel. Okay, I'm confused because I know I had nickel too. No, I had nickel, and I was like putting it in one of these. I swear. Okay, I have nickel ingots in here. I wonder if I had 10 ingots in there too. I should always check the transmutation. Ah, dang it, I did. Okay, I'm an idiot. Okay, we're slowly getting this. All right, let's put that in there. Okay. So, always make sure you have all the things you need. So all we're missing now is the 10 gear, which we have now, and the constant gear, which we can get now. 2 of those. I guess I didn't build the machine frame. Okay, so now we have the pyrolyzer, which is going to give us our creosote oil. All right. We also need hemp, and I figured that we can get this from this thing. So we're going to need another machine frame. So that. Right. Oh. The phytogenic infuser, which is going to let us grow some stuff. Lumium. 10, glowstone, and silver. And we'll stick this up here as well. Okay, we're slowly just adding more and more to that. So we need 2 lumium gears, and we have the phytogenic insulator. So we're gonna need hemp seeds. Slowly figuring this out. So we're going to start with the pyrolyzer. That will need the EMC link. We're going to put coal in that. Configuration. Yep, input. And then we're going to need to... Okay, so that should... Creosote trash. Do I have a trash can already? We'll see if that works. And then I want to... Alright, had to cut there for a second and go do some stuff. So we had the seared tank here. Well, it's a smeltery. You have to have the controller on it. So it's going to be pumping that into there, hopefully. Hopefully. And then hopefully all the other stuff will go over here. If not, I'll kind of figure that out as well. Okay, so this will get the traded wood slabs. And then we'll need to put... This is where I don't know if it'll work. So I'll need to be able to place an I should be able to and then make a faucet. Is that what it is? That I already have one. With a basin. Okay, and then hopefully I can take another one of these and let's see, can I? Good. And this will be, can it be any? It needs to be planks. Perfect. So let's see, let me get some power to this and see if this starts working. Now, how is this automatically... Don't have a faucet there, do I? It's just a drain. There we go, make sure that filter's in there. How do I get this to automatically go into that, though? How did I do this? Ah! Okay. Alright, I'm done. It is a fluid pipe that needs to leave here. Like that. There we go. That should now be making it. Okay. Alright, that took, I had to go finally like dig up what was going on over there to remember there is a pipe that's hidden that goes from here, so this can go like that, and that works great. So this is making the treated wood. Now, for the rest of the balloon, we need torches, EMC, that's easy. We need these tough fabric, which is hemp fiber and sticks. Sticks are easy. So... we're going to use one of these phytogenic insulators, inoculators. We're going to go on this side. So let's go one more. Give ourselves some room here to work with. That was the wrong one. We need to use this thing. We're going to work the opposite direction now. So I believe we can get hemp from this thing by pumping seeds into it and getting seeds out. And then we need water and we need bone meal. We will need a source of water, so that's a aqueous accumulator is a good way to get that. All right, we got the aqueous accumulator with some water, so that should, oh, that is, okay, we probably need to configure input from the back. There we go. That's getting water now. Okay. And then I will put flux point on the bottom. We are putting hemp seeds in there, which sadly hemp seeds are not And then we need to put bone meal. Got bone meal going in there. Good. We got to figure out a way to rotate this back through. There is a couple of augmentations here. I'm curious if this will do it. Let's see. One of these I think does speed. All right. I have a flux linkage amplifier. We're going to try to put that in there and see what that does for us. We want to do maybe this right here as well. Oh, it looks like we're missing like everything for that. Need that servo. Okay, we're gonna need to craft those silver plates. So every time I make one of these blends, I'm throwing it in this compressed RMC, and then it is linked up to my refined storage. So that way it adds it to the system. And then I don't, if I need it again in the future, I'm good. And that should be all. We're going to try these two things, see if these two things work. And then, okay, we need to pull hemp out. All right, might do something a little weird here. I'll back everything up a step. So I want to back everything up a step because I do have an idea of how to get that back in there. I'm going to do this. Make sure that's pulling. That already has that on there. And then if I do this and then do another, oh, can I not do it off the front? Okay. I could do this though. Get the effect that I want. Oh my gosh, I gotta stop doing that. And we'll do, did it again. Okay, and then that'll rotate that as well. So now no matter what, okay, yeah. Okay, so what I did is I decided to do also an output right here of just seeds to feed it back in, and an output of the fiber over here. This thing's not moving fast, but I could possibly make another one of these and make it go a little faster. We'll see. Because I also need to do stick. And then this one also probably needs, slowly but surely we're going to get this. Okay, one other thing that we need to make, just so we have it, is that right there. It looks like we were able to make a few of those, luckily. I want to put that like that. I want to remember that. That way, as long as I start taking things out here, okay, everything should have a spot now. Okay. So we should be getting all the inputs. So the first one we'll do is that right there. It's going to go to input buffer, apply. Till it's full. Okay. And then we need the tough fabric. Also needs to go to the input buffer. Forgot I need to add that. And I need to add sticks. Okay. So there's the treated wood, the tough fabric. The torches are in here. That's it, right? Boop. Let's click on that next one. Balloon. That needs to go to external. Okay. And we're making balloons. So I can put the compressor down there. And then do the thing. And now we're making balloon singularities. Oh my gosh. Stop. I gotta stop doing that. Stop using those wrenches around that. Okay. So I did put an augmentation on it to hopefully make it faster, but yeah, I think it might still be nice to have another watch of flowing time over here. Definitely didn't need all that room, but I wasn't 100% on it. And then this one we probably need to do an augmentation as well. There we go. That's making that a lot faster. And I'm going to take that out since I did the whole where it does it automatically. I'd rather use this as speed. We've made 10 balloons. This is going to be, it's going to take some time, but those are also now going in. Oh. And we have an emerald cluster done. So that's a balloon. And we've already knocked out uranite. Looks like we have 5 more. Mana Steel, Nitro, Polonium, Ethereal Slate, and uranite. All slowly working in the background now. It's a pretty big process right there. I feel pretty accomplished. So we got 3 done today. So in between episodes, like I said, we're going to get this power thing going. We're going to get some other things happening just to kind of save time. And then next episode, I really want to see, I definitely want to get the nitro crystal and the uranite done. Uraninite. And then we might also tackle the polonium pellet. So that'll be 3 more. 2 of them are based the same. And then that'll leave Ethereal Slate, Mana Steel, and Wall Singularity for the time after that. Those are the ones I know the least amount on. And then we'll need a room to make the ultimate stew. Well, I hope you liked it. I hope you'll be back next week for another crazy build. I'm liking the haul. I think the haul is cool. I think it's showcasing everything a little bit. But I'm ready. I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to beat this thing. And I think I'm going to be able to do. I really do. So, hope to see you next time. Hope you liked it. If so, put a thumbs up on it. Make sure you subscribed if you haven't. And have a good week. Bye.